Hello ladies and gents and welcome. This is episode 1 of a new season that I'm going to put out there. I'll start this straight away. What I'm doing is this is going to be me trying to work my way up the random ranked ladder. I'm playing as the US. This is me, isn't it? This is me, yes. Playing as the US because I have a low I don't really play them. Sorry about that. I don't really play them. So I thought I would do so. Because my rank is low. My rank's like 6 on 2v2 and rank 6 on 3v3. So very low. I'm playing with a random guy called Simply Best. Not simply the best. He is simply best. That simple. He doesn't need the article. I forgot the name of this map, but I do really like this map. What I've done is I've gone straight for the rush. Try and cut off their fuel. They do have these nasty engineers though. A nasty close combat. So I decided to take the building. And they just ignore me. So this is low. This is rank 6. My exact rank number is 1,351 before the match. So, but what I'm doing with this series is I'm going to note my rank before and after each match, win or lose. Capping here. I'm not sure I'm going to cap the fuel. Yeah, they're going to block it, so I'll probably just jump straight to the building. Yes, I do. And just taking these guys out from a distance, which is nice. Second engineer's rifleman squad should be moving up. There he is. My allies taking the fuel. You can't see the chat in-game, which is a bit of a shame. Because my ally is very arrogant. They set the MG up a little bit wrong. And I set up in the right place and decides to call it back, which is a bit stupid. So I pick him off from there nicely. My engineers are still delaying them. From this whole time they don't have fuel. This whole time we do have fuel. So this is my tactic. I'm not capped behind me, so we're not getting points from that, but I am depriving the Germans of their fuel, which is really, really important. So now their MG's on me, I can't do much, I'm going to pull out. So just over 2 minutes of no fuel for them, which is great. I do have to cap all this, but I've got a mortar squad coming up. We've got a second mortar squad. My tactics I'm using now are more anti-infantry based. So I keep going anti-infantry for the majority of the match, even when it's, late game. As long as I've got a couple of ATs and maybe one tank, I should be fine against most tank rushes, is what I've found. Okay, so now the map's mostly been claimed except my side of the map. They have their fuel, we have ours this whole time. So can we see our fuel? Yeah, up to 42 for me. So I should be upgrading. For this episode, so they're pushing on me there. My guys are still healing, moving them up. So my one rifleman squad's going up. There should be more than enough to keep him off there. 2 mortars means they won't be able to push anywhere. I don't have MG suppression because I'm not going to go for the second lieutenant. I believe it's lieutenant. Can I see it in here? Yep, so this is the third building. This gives me the company command post. And this is the one that you can upgrade a little bit cheaper, but you have no AT early on, which is not good. So I don't normally get that, although sometimes I will. Okay, so here's the damage that 2 US mortars can do. That's 3 direct hits in 3 hits, in 3 shots. 4, 5, 7, the building's gone. Okay, it was a wood building, but pretty powerful. That scared them off nicely. Okay, we've now capped almost off. Completely forgotten about that. Let's have a look on the other side, see what's going on. So my guy's done quite well, my ally. He's dug in. He's got himself penals, engineers, 1 sniper squad, which is always nice. They know how. Conscripts over here. Going to hit them from the flank. Yeah, they're going to have to run away. So now they've... so this is where they've seen me. So I'm going to push up. I don't think I've got grenades yet. So I go for them there. I do have the 2 mortars that are now setting up. So I'm just going to take the damage for a little bit, flank round with these guys, and just let my mortars destroy him. There's 1, 2, and 3. That's dead. There we go. So that's pretty nice. Did get flanked a bit there. They do have another MG up, but I think if I'm smart, I'll steal this. It's a bit risky because I've got 4 men, and you need 3 men in a squad. So they might die, which would be a real big loss. But he doesn't focus fire properly. Or he does, but he doesn't get him. And I stole myself an MG, so I don't need the second building to recruit the MG, which is great. My ambulance is coming up. Hopefully not too far. Hopefully not too far. Engineers are probably capping back here, or they should be. I still haven't capped this. Not amazing map awareness. What I want to do with this set of videos as well is to see where I mess up, see where I make my mistakes. So they've obviously seen the effect of my mortars. They decide to bring their own out. My engineers... There we go, now we're finally going. Okay, so now I've chosen my general. I went for the... let's speed this up a little because we've got 2 videos to get through. I went for the... I can't remember, the Royal Cavalry General. I forgot what it is, but it allows the call-in of the commandos. And also what's important is these bad boys, they can lay down defensive structures and everything else. So this guy hasn't learned, he's not put himself in a decent cover, although he probably uses a cap. My mortars will take him out nicely, and of course now we have an MG. We have an MG to stop him from attacking our mortars. So again, I soak up the damage. I pull these guys back a little bit so they're at maximum range possible from the MG, so they don't get fully suppressed, otherwise it stops them capping. And this guy's dead. So now I should run up, hopefully capture another MG, I don't remember. Still firing. 1, and he's going to die. So he should have retreated that a long time ago. These guys are pretty noobish. So he's gone for the old flamer engineers in the back of a scout car, which is really good actually here. And oh, I thought he was going to flame this. Not. Oh, it might take him out. It might take him out. No, not quite. But almost good. He's pulling back. He's being wise. He's not going to push his luck there. I can now push a bit more freely to cap. I have my beautiful ambulance, one of my favourite units on the US side. Most people don't like the US, but I do for this reason, because I don't have to retreat all the way back to base. I can heal them and replenish them from the ambulance, which is beautiful. So, a couple of mortar, or a mortar and a car. They're setting this up here. I didn't see that, because otherwise I would have rushed it probably. Note, when they're setting up one of these vehicle bases, they're very vulnerable to attack. Even normal rifle fire can destroy them, if there's enough of it. So you want to attack them as much as possible then. So their mortar's down, but they do, as you can see, have a, I think it's called an infantry support gun. Where is it? Here. Yeah, infantry support gun. So these are nasty. They got 2 of them. This is his ally. Obviously his ally's seen that I'm kicking the shit out of him, so he's trying to help. I'm going to rush up, see if I can get these guys. His angle, he's got quite a nice setup there. He's got a nice arc. So all I can do is reset my mortars and mortar him from there. Yeah, I got second MG now. Got my first AT coming out. Go for the big flank, or I'm going to decap the fuel. I'm going to decap the fuel. We've lost the gun crew, so they... oh, it was an old Molotov cocktail thrown on them, but that's fine. I'll just send my engineers straight here to cap this, replenish both of them, and we'll not lose a squad. So, they haven't noticed this. I'm going to cap their fuel. No, I'm not. I'm going to cap over here and cap their fuel as well. Had to retreat these guys. They took a bit of a beating. So you can see we've got more than half the map. We've got 2/3, maybe even 3/4 of the map if we take these 2, and then we'll have the whole map here. And we've just dominated them basically. It's going to be a fast game. Let's speed this up a little bit, because we're going to do 2 videos in one here, because I wrote down the time for this game. It was only 10 minutes. Or thereabouts. So, we've capped their fuel. They're getting nothing now except for this one standard point. He's running in. Probably going to throw a satchel charge if he's smart. Yeah, let's go for the satchel. He's throwing it on the truck, which is weird. He could have blown up these guys. He could have thrown it in between them there and done damage to the truck and the infantry gun, but never mind. He'll probably still... Yep, he stole that. Good man. So there's a lot of stuff lying around the field. In this situation where you don't want them to take back their MGs, but I've already got 2 MGs. I don't want another one. I would use an AT gun or a tank or something to destroy the weapons so they can't take them back. So one of them quit. The other one should quit soon enough. And that was my first 2v2 game. There we go. And they're down. And I've got a scout car. But of course by now I should have AT. Yes, we've got an AT there. And the, is it lieutenant? No, it's the captain. And that's it. So, see you in a second for the second part of this video. Alright, we're back. Okay, this is the second part of part 1, if that makes sense. Again, US, as I said, this whole series is going to be on the US. Ally, also US. His name is Rogue One. We're on this map, which I completely forget the name of. We're definitely on it. So, 2 choke points. Well, actually, it's only kind of 1, because our fuel's over here. For them to rush all the way there, there's no buildings around. So, but for us, there is here. My plan is to get my NGs up here and harass this point as much as possible, because you'll see this is a cutoff point. Without this point here, this kind of L shape, they're not going to get any fuel or any resources from here. So I move in. They have engineers that are not the assassin engineers of the other army, whose name I forget. They are the normal pioneer squad, who have not bad at close range, but... So I bait them away. They could have finished off the cap there, and they didn't. They messed up. So that was great. They still haven't got any fuel. Let me turn off Fog of War so you can see what's going on. I go for two rifles, pretty standard start. My ally has gone for the same. And this is a map that's quite wide and easy to flank and important to cap, decap, back cap and harass in that way. So second squad in, pull these guys back. They now have capped this, but they don't have the fuel. Still only 2 minutes in. However, my chappie, my ally, is over here and is about to cap our fuel. So we have these points connected already. I haven't capped anything. I ain't going to cap this now. So I'll send these guys up. They are low, but I just want them to decap this. That's all that I want. Then that will make me happy. Because I assume that they're, yeah, as they are, they're capping the fuel, as you see down here. Let's increase this size a little bit. Not that much. That's fine. So they're capping over there, but I've decapped here. So my next build, mortar. Wide map. Difficult to put NGs in the right spots sometimes, but it's great for mortars. And they've got no fuel. So they're going to be going infantry. So I keep them there just to bait them there for a while because my mortar's coming in. So that was long enough. I do get flanked by these guys. Rather annoying. Got to pop off a mortar. Need to get these guys back. Too sweet because it's going to be flanked. Fortunately, they do survive. Pull back these guys. I do pop on the volley fire ability. It uses 20 munitions. I don't know why I did it because they weren't at range and it never seems to work nowadays anyway. So I got to get out of there. Okay, so we have a quick look. Got a mortar. No, I got a ambulance coming in. Let's have a look at the map. We've had fuel this whole time. They still don't have fuel. So 3 minutes in, they still don't have any fuel. They're capping here and here, but they've not capped here, which is so important. This is giving a chance for my ally, who's obviously cleaned up over here, to come in and flank them, which is nice. Speed this up a little bit till we get out there. Okay, so ambulance is so important, I find. We're pushing up. Okay, my ally's done well. He's done very well to keep them busy. He's gone for the free rifleman squad. He doesn't retreat this one, which he should have done by now. Retreat. They're focusing firing him. They're focusing fire on you. They're still firing. You're dead. Oh, they got a sniper. Okay. So he was definitely dead. Still no fuel for them, though. They still haven't capped this. So if I can stop them capping it, which I may well be able to do. No, I didn't. Okay, so 4 minutes in. 4 minutes 15 in. They finally get some fuel. I'm decapping. Mortar's coming up. Probably building. Yep, going for a second mortar. He's going to chase after the sniper, but you need to retreat that guy there. Yeah, definitely retreat that guy there. Retreat. There we go. He's going to try and hunt down the sniper. I'm decapping. So they had a sum total of about 30 seconds. Less than that. About 25 seconds with fuel. They're pushing up my mortar though. But I should... Yeah, I'm feeling confident. They don't push on me, which is a bit strange. I cap this. They could have stopped me capping. Ambulance is in position. They have to retreat. And again, no fuel. Now I'm going to pull back. I'm going to heal up. Second mortar is going to be put into position. This guy needs to retreat because he's completely surrounded. Retreat, 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 retreat. He should survive that. Yep, he is. Second mortar up. So show you the power of the mortar. I'm going to select them, I think, and I want to land it on top of there. They are in green cover. Move around to flank them a bit. 1 dead and 2 dead. There we go. So that's a whole squad down. This is one of the mistakes I made, and this is what I want to point out in these videos. I'm going to play all the every game I play. I'm going to try and record and show win or loss, because the losses are the most important ones. You learn how to play. These guys come down here. Now, I'm saying, they're going to focus fire my mortars, and they'll just be fine because I'm bringing up some rifles here. They don't. They focus fire the ambulance, which should have retreated, and that's quite a big loss. That's what 250. Manpower and I think what 15 fuel, is it, or is it fuel at all? The car actually takes out the ammo, which really sucks. So I throw a grenade on them, damage it but don't kill it. These guys, I think one of my squads goes down here to these guys. Yeah, these guys in their back here, all the way over there. These guys are OP. Pretty sure I get revenge though, take them out. Or maybe I don't. Oh my god, I don't. Oh wow, that sucks. So that was a bit, that sucked. So I noticed on the left, well, through fog of war you can't see it, but there's a lot of them in the mid, so I'm assuming that on the left there isn't much. So this is why I've just capped the munitions here. And we put fog of war off. My ally seems to be doing pretty well, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to start capping with my engineers on the left and see what they got over there. Move out the mortars because I want to help my ally. My guys are, I think I'm building a new, I've got a captain now. After retreating now, I don't want to lose him. I think I've got a second, yeah, I've got a second ambulance coming in. Don't want to lose it this time. I need another rifleman squad because they are all infantry. So they push up again. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Actually, they don't push. They retreat, which is fine. Sniper over there. Okay, that's good. So, going to heal up. As you can see, my engineers over here capped. This point, which was not touched the whole game, which is a bit lax by me, because that's definitely on our side of the map. Going to cap their VP. Push over here with my ally. Now, this is where they're going to rush down. I don't want the same thing to happen again. I do not want to lose my ambulance or anything here. So, move my guys over. Retreat ambulance. Or move them back. I don't want to retreat them because I want to be able to use them. Move them back. Move up with these guys. Another squad coming in. Going to flank them. Using green cover. So they're grenaded. It's only Molotov though, so didn't lose a squad, which is good. Got to retreat that captain though. Yeah. There we go. He should be fine. Green cover, green cover. Mortars should be up by now. I'm firing, but they're not for some reason. They retreat this squad, which is strange. To retreat and dead. Whole squad down. And then come the OP killers. Well, meanwhile over here, I've captured. As you can see, they've got an MG in the building, and they have engineers there. Now, when you have a line of barbed wire like that, and then an open part, you must assume they've mined the open part. So they're going to streamline you into it. So I say, okay, oh, they've got an MG, and they've got engineers there. Probably mined. Going to upgrade to minesweepers, which I did. After retreat. Now, what's important here, actually over here is quite important. This building, even though it has a high fence here, that if you have units behind it, here on the ground, they can't see and shoot here. Here, in the house they can, because he moves up to the first floor and shoots out the window. So this, I would not, in the past, I would have set up here to cover this road. But now I can put it here and know that I can shoot all over here. So I thought it was a bad position, or badly positioned building, but now I know. So, okay, let's, speed up a little bit. We're repairing. We've got a second rifleman squad again now. We do have an AT gun as well, which comes in useful because, as you can hear, there is... Oh, let me slow it down. That's a bit crazy. There is this bad boy. He's... my ally, as you can see, has gone paratroopers. I have the AT, but it's not... hit the wall instead of him, which sucks. So I want to turn it and position it. And if you can see, he moves just outside of range before I can fire, which kind of sucks. And he's gone. So my ally has gone for paratroopers, which I don't normally agree with. But he's using his paratroopers this whole time. If you see, he's taken all of this. He's just dropping the... And there, he just dropped a trooper squad down, but back up there. He's going to back up. He's doing backupping brilliantly. They've only have 4 points now. 4, one of which to cap the sniper. So I'm going to move over with my guys here, move round to decap whatever they have left. Okay, they built a half track for some reason. So they push up. I decide these guys are fine without me. You've got 2 mortar squads there, an AT. Yeah, they'll do nicely. One thing I did incorrectly there was I left my AT on automatic fire, which you don't want to do because they will shoot at infantry, which is partly useless, but also the fact that he could see where I was, so he's going to flank me. What I did was I just did something not normal, which is run straight away. He suspects I must have something up my sleeve, which I don't, so I can turn around and fire. Get the 1 hit. Going to move around my my captain squad that has 1 bazooka on it, but I'm not going to catch him, unfortunately. So make sure you turn these guys onto prioritized vehicles straight away, because they're useless versus infantry, and if you shoot them they're going to give away their position, where you want them to be a nice surprise for the oh, it's going to run away. You want it to be a nice surprise for their guys. So I'm still chasing. He's stopped and relaxed. Gets a bazooka in the arse for his troubles. Mortars are smashing. Keep chasing. Fire, fire, fire. Another one, but now we're going to run into these guys. They'll tear me up. Plus I know they've got snipers, so I'm like, yeah, I'm out. And I get 1 more shot. Then I'm definitely out. Okay. Oh, I just missed that. Whilst that was busy, I sent my guys here to check for mines and at the same time bait the MG, so the MG was firing at him. These guys came across, threw in 2 grenades, just 2 normal hand grenades, and it destroyed the entire building. And that building had not taken any damage except maybe a few pop shots with rifles. So I'm not sure why that went down so quickly. That might be a warning problem. They've just captured here. They're laying down mines. Now this is incredible, this part, which I'll show you in a second. Let's check on the action here. So my ally is pushing up. Just mortaring for fun. Kill the whole squad there with mortars. Check this out. I sent these guys over to cap. Now, they walk over these mines but don't take any damage, even though they finished it. So when it's being built, even if the mines are down, which were there and there, they aren't activated until the whole minefield is completed, which it wasn't until the last second, and they died. So they lost the whole squad and I didn't take any damage. So I panic after seeing that, like, yeah, I need to retreat them. So I think, pretty sure I retreat him, or pull them back. I'm pretty sure I retreat them, and I don't think, again, they hit any mines. Panic retreat. Oh no, I do hit mines. Okay, then I retreat. Okay. So that was just quite lucky, I kind of ran into it then. So my ally's got a Sherman, but he does just kind of leave it there and not do much of it for most of the game. I think he forgets about it, because he's got a lot of infantry. So he's blobbing up on this side, no AT whatsoever, and they've got their tank running around. But they haven't they haven't capped anything here this whole time. So they've had fuel for probably, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes through the whole game. We're 14 minutes in. So they're still not capping. They have all these units here. Engineers doing nothing. Sniper, great for capping on the on your side of the map. Nothing. I think they're more worried about getting the fuel back and focusing on the mid. So I've got 2 ATs now, 2 mortars, 2 rifleman squads, 1 engineers, or rear echelon troops as they're called, and then I get a major. So by now I've probably chosen the cavalry doctrine. So here he's using his major. He's just called in some artillery. He should have retreated, and he hasn't. So he's going to lose the major. But the artillery calling was good. It does take out that NG, which allows these groups to come around and flank. At the same time, I'm moving in position to push again. I decide I'm going to go defend the left because I still want to deprive them of fuel as much as possible. So I leave him to have his fun over here. The powers with the upgrade, I think they're the M19s. I'm not sure which gun he's upgraded them with. Can I? Okay, he lost another whole unit. So he loses quite a few units in this game. Got to be careful of that. And he's still got no AT. I have 2 though for us, which is kind of useful. I just don't want to move it out of position. Leave myself vulnerable. I've turned on Fog of War again. So now they've got quite a decent bit of control here. They're going to move up. I'm going to move up with my infantry squads. I should have moved up with the minesweepers first, but I don't know where they are. In the mid doing nothing. I should have used him to cap there. So Light tank destroying his infantry. I've got my 2 ATs. I move into position. Quick flick around. He does have a Sherman here. He sees my AT. First 2 shots miss. No, first shot misses. Second shot hits. Third shot kill. So you can see just 2 ATs will almost guarantee kill a small tank within the first 2 volleys. So I scare them off. They run off. His Sherman finishes off. I get 1 hit on that tank. That's anti-tank car. He's sending this chappie down to deal with me down here. So I've got 2 squads just sitting around, not doing much. Send the other lot over here. Completely forget there's mines there. My engineers should be capping mid by now. He nearly loses the Sherman. So I'm mortaring. And then this chappie comes up here. Bit sneaky. Starts shooting at me. Brings in a couple of snipers. That's what my bane is. Because if it was only him, I would have moved up behind cover and he would barely have done any damage. But, okay. I don't get the cap. I've got to pull back because there's 2 of them. If they got 1 more shot, pull back with these guys as well because we have hit mines and I don't want to get sniped. So I have to formulate another attack that could deal with the anti-vehicle issue. Or the vehicle issue. That's what my engineers are. They're repairing his. So he's got 2 Shermans now. They've got an AT there. Another AT there. I have to be careful of those. But I'm not worried about getting tanks really because I know that they've been fuel deprived the vast majority of the game. So they might be able to get out like a Panzer IV or something, but they're not going to be stacking Panthers or anything like that. So I decide I'm going to hit the left flank again. We still had the right flank. They do send 1 squad over here, which is a bit strange. They decap. In fact, I think they might even cap this. I can't remember. I think they must just cap it, and then they just fully retreat. They don't cap any of these things, which is weird. Maybe because they saw a big blob here. Maybe they didn't see it, whatever. So as you can see now, I've got the Rangers. I've got 2 Ranger squads, 2 ATs, and 2 rifles. So my plan is come in here with the rifles and the minesweepers to make sure there's no mines. Bait the fire. Whilst I was sneaking around the back, my Rangers to deal with any MG or anything that might be suppressing them. So I put Rangers into position first. My Rifleman squads are 1 there, 2 there. They've both been upgraded with M19s now. Engineers just capping mid for fun. Don't see the invis unit. Otherwise I'd be mortaring by now. So they capped this and they fully retreated. Now remember this is rank 6. So you don't expect anything too special. So now we move up with the rifles. I don't know what to expect. There might be mines here. I've been sniped. Like what's happening here? They snipe my engineers as well. So I move in, I start mortaring, put a barrage down there. They get another shot. Manage to take out their Vet 2 rifle sniper, which is really useful. Scare off this guy as well that I didn't know was there. Pull my engineers back. Decide, right, I've got to continue this plan. My Rangers are in position back here. Move up with them. Take the damage. I am in red. I'm completely exposed. I've got red cover, which sucks. But this is where you're going to see how good Rangers are close combat. So they're bringing a couple more squads. Run in. Wipe out 1 squad. 2 squads. Got to move into cover. They're bringing up their car now as I predicted. They're going to throw grenades. As am I. We threw 1. They threw 1, so I retreat. They retreat as well. Focus there. He must have seen my ATs moving up. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure where he saw that. But he decides to pull back. Or maybe he's just scared of these guys. They're taking a bit of damage. But we've got our ambulance. And we've got the fuel point back, which is great. And he's got 2 Shermans now. So he's going to push up the mid. They call GG. And that's the game. So 2 wins, which is great. I don't know what my final position was, but I did get a rank up. I am rank 7 now as US 2v2, but still rank 6. Anyway, guys, I'll continue this with at least the US armies, maybe even other armies as well. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time for episode 2.